Hello all, I just wanted to connect with you and send you a video in advance of our Becoming More Significant session next week, and we're going to be looking at your values and your vision, and you already have the handbook, so do make sure you set some time aside to do the preparation, because as in anything, the more you put in, the more you get out of these sessions. So why are we doing this? Well, I think it's really important to reconnect with what's important to us. What are our core values? What are the things that we would never be compromised on? And is there anything that you currently have to do at work or at home that you just feel doesn't feel quite right? I don't really feel that happy about it. So what I'd like you to do is to have a look through the list of values that I've sent you. Now, this is by no means complete, so if you think that you have a value that's not illustrated in that list, then by all means do add your own ones there. And once you've kind of ticked off all the ones that resonate with you, try and narrow it down to your top 10, which I particularly want you to do for this exercise. There's nothing wrong with having lots more values than 10, but I really want you to pinpoint what are the 10 that resonate with you most, the ones that are most aligned with who you are, the most important ones, if you like. Because what we're going to be doing on the call itself is we're going to be identifying your major tasks. So this is not the little things that you've got on your to-do list. It's the major things that you have to do in your day. So it might be, for example, making client calls. It might be making candidate calls. It might be sending a report of ideal candidates to a client. Whatever it is, it's what are the key things that you do. If I take it from my perspective, because I've got a greater understanding of that, then my 4 key tasks are training, running masterclasses, training. They are public speaking, the coaching, and also creative writing, because as some of you know, I'm writing a book at the moment, and I write newsletter and articles, etc. It's a big part of what I do. So those would be my 4 main tasks. I'm not going into any detail about what those tasks include. It's almost like the headlines. So think about what are your 4 main tasks, things that take you up, or 4 main roles, if you like, within the role that you do. Because what we're going to be doing is looking at how aligned they are with your top 10 values, so that we can begin to identify which part of your role resonates most with your top 10 values and which part of your role resonates least with your top 10 values. And often that will obviously mirror when you're most in flow and when you're least in flow. And it's just another level of information to help you understand where you make your greatest contribution. Then what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at your vision for the future. Now, I'm not sure whether that's something that you've worked on already. I know that Karen brings in lots of trainers and you've done a lot of personal development. But even if you have, it is really good to revisit your vision for the future. And I really want you to think about where you envisage yourself being in 6 months' time, in a year's time, maybe even 2 years' time. But really good to have a vision of something that's within reach. So if you're thinking 10 years, it's absolutely fine to think about it, but it's a little too far away to make it real now. So where would you like to see yourself in terms of your business persona, your business role in 6 months' time and in a year's time? And we're going to be just doing some work around that and getting you to visualize how that's going to look, how that's going to feel, what you're going to be doing on a daily basis. And will that really feed your sense of self-esteem, your confidence, your being in flow, etc.? Because once we've got clarity on your vision and your values, then that lays the foundations for what we're going to be doing in the next week's session, which is goal mapping and really drilling down into some of the steps that you can take to achieve those goals, and also the purpose behind them, your why. So there's more information in your handbook, so do take a little bit of time to look through that and to think about it, and spend some time identifying those values and thinking about your vision for the future. And we'll delve into it, we'll have a discussion and a debate around it when I'm with you in your next session. Whatever you're doing today, I hope you're operating in flow. I hope you're fired up, energized, and loving life, and really look forward to seeing you and hearing from you in our next session. Take care.